All right, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Mic check. Chat. Can you hear me? Give me a yeah. Give me a oh yeah. Or something. I think we're about to start here pretty soon. Oh yeah, he says. Excellent, excellent. Thanks, Tiger. Audio perfect. I like to hear that. As you can see on the left, we have Geo. Geo plays gaming. Great gamer. Excellent gamer. On the right, MaviBomber. Also a great gamer. I think Mavi just switched to doing iceless, so we'll see how it goes. Should be starting pretty soon. Oh, Geo has started. They both have started. Great. We love intro. Spent a lot of time in intro. Jumping, shooting. No dash. You know, that's unfortunate. In Mega Man X2, you get your dash in intro. You start with it. It's arguably a better intro stage because you can go fast. You know, we like the game because we can go fast, except for you can't go fast in Mega Man X intro. Walking, shooting. That's pretty much it. So the runners are taking intentional bonks here on the bees to try to get their health down to, you know, I'm not really sure what's optimal. Maybe like 7 or 8, which allows you to do something called task cars towards the end of this level. But ultimately, you want to get your health down to 3 in order to sort of like optimize the vial fight at the end. Looks like Geo picked up some health so he can perform the task cars. They're both going for it. And nice, they both got it. Ooh. Mavi's on life. That's pretty scary. Ship manipulation here is pretty important. If the ship is in a awful position on the screen, you can sit here waiting for Vial to come down for quite a long time, and they both had a pretty good ship manipulation, and actually pretty good Vial RNG as well. You can die to Vial if you're too low health and take contact damage. Yeah, yep, absolutely. And that's the worst, you know? Start back halfway through the stage, gotta do it again. It's almost as bad as dying twice in Eagle, you know? Awesome. Not bad. Both stages, both runners had good intro stages. Pretty much lined up with each other, which is awesome. Right here, you're going to see them do a little hop there at the end of that slope. It's called a slope jump. And essentially, you'll see it here again, too. With Geo taking a hit from the bunny. We love the bunnies. We hate the bunnies, you know? We love them. They're cute. You shoot them. They're dead. They're not in the way anymore. You bump into one, you know, you start feeling a little bit different about the bunnies. Anyway, these slope jumps, they're going to do a couple here, too. It essentially, when you jump, X slows down. So a slope jump allows you to maintain your walking speed in the air. So it, you know, it sort of like throws X through the air. You saw Geo just do one more on the side. Slope jumps sort of go away after you get dash, which is what's happening right now. We're about to get dash. No longer doing slope jumps after dash because you're just dashing. You're going fast. That's what we like. We like to go fast. So here we go. I'm assuming they're both going to go for no stop. Geo went for no stop. Mavi didn't. No stop is basically, if you watch it, it happens really quick. It's just a slightly faster way to get through that hallway. There's all sorts of names for all, you know, every trick that we're doing in these games. There's all sorts of names. Not really sure the origin of any of them. Not sure if they're accurate. I kind of make up my own names for a lot of stuff. And then people don't know what I'm talking about. Still neck and neck. Awesome. That's what we like to see. Pretty good stage on both sides. From chat, dashing in Mega Man X's 1 and 2 also glitches the game to increase the damage of uncharged and level 1 shots. Yeah, dash shots. As you dash, if you shoot, you specifically on like bosses and such. Well, yeah, in general on all enemies, you can see it on the bosses easier because they have a life bar. But anyway, it does 2 damage. Oh, Mavi with the death. It's obviously not what you want to see. Geo had a good fight. 5:07's a great time. Yeah, this is gonna put Mavi back a little bit. Alright, so Geo just went to Boomer Kuwanger. And he's gonna be doing a trick called Iceless, which essentially lets you get the heart on this stage ahead of schedule. The intended way to get it is actually to beat the stage and come back with the weapon that the stage gives you, the boomerang, and grab it that way. But you know, over time, jeez, Mavi went down to 2 health. Scary. Penguin sometimes can be rough. It's a relatively straightforward fight, but his pattern can really mess you up. And unfortunately, I wasn't really paying attention too much to the second fight for Mavi. I wasn't watching what was happening. I was focusing on Geo. So yeah. Anyway, what I was saying was just over time, people figure out these insane movements and little tricks in all these games. It's really incredible, the optimization that goes into speedrunning just platforming games. I love it. Good climb for Mavi. That was nice and clean. Geo is on the outside climb now. You're about to see the iceless jump that I was just talking about. Once he gets to the top of the outside climb, he'll be kicking off the left wall and swinging out to the right to get that heart. First try iceless for Geo. Can I get an oh yeah for Geo in chat? Oh yeah, Geo. My man. Mavi taking a lot of damage. Again, I wasn't watching. It's so hard to focus on two players at the same time. This is intense. This is my first time commentating, by the way. I do wear glasses, so I do have 4 eyes, but it doesn't quite work that, doesn't quite work that way. Geo the God, that's right. Looks like Geo got Tango. Sort of manipulation for the boss to optimize his movement in order to reduce the RNG of his teleports. Mavi going for Iceless now. Another clean stage by Geo. That wasn't bad. 4th try, I think. The amount of health that he has is a little concerning coming into this fight. If he doesn't get Tango, this fight is very unforgiving. Boomer Kuwanger can be Blizzard Buffaloed. Alright, here we go. Okay, he got Tango. Oh, but he dropped it. Let's see, on Geo's side, he's going for something called Magic Carpet. Oh, he didn't get the carpet. That'll certainly make the stage a little bit more interesting. A lot of runners that use the Magic Carpet trick don't really practice the other strategies too often, so could run into some issues through the platforming. And Mavi holding on tight. 1 life again. Yikes, dude. That's pretty hype. Okay, pretty clean on Geo. No mistakes here. It's getting the helmet upgrade that you really only use once in the stage. I feel like they could have done more with the helmet. After you get the upgrade in the capsule, it shows you what it can do. So X is walking over and jumping. So the helmet allows you to break blocks above you. It's literally like used in one other spot. They could have done more with it, I think. Mavi is going for carpet. Ooh, also failed. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think Mavi is the route that he is taking today in this race is something that's a little bit newer to him. He hit his goal with his PB and then decided to switch his route to some of the more difficult tricks that save more time, which is respectable. Looks like the fight's going okay for Geo. Seemed like pretty good RNG. I missed the beginning of Eagle fight, so I'm not sure how many dives he had, or if he had any dives, but it looked pretty good towards the end. Let's see, what's chat talking about? Boomerang cutter. It's really strange. I think I heard something about if you can get all 5 of Shotgun Ice's projectiles to hit it, that can drain its health quickly. Not sure what you're talking about there. Oh, you asked a question earlier. What's the weakness of the mini-boss that guards the chest armor piece? Chest armor piece mini-boss. Green Biker Dad, as we like to call him. Right, on Chameleon. Yeah, it's the boomerangs are Green Biker Dad, that's correct. That's just a nickname that the runners came up with for that guy. I'm not really sure the origin story behind that. It's something to do with X2. Maybe somebody in chat could explain that. Geo just picked up the Buster upgrade. I wanted to mention that those blocks that he had to jump through can be the end of a run. Oh, and he failed to change to boomerang, but then he did end up getting it. Really close to doing a phantom grab there to get that heart. If you were in any of the games earlier, I'm sure phantom grabs were explained, but I'll explain it again if I can. Basically, if you have an item in your boomerang and you collect it within a certain frame of another item loading into the game, it'll swap the item. Well, it doesn't really swap it because you pick up the original item and then the new item that loaded in gets loaded into the boomerang, so you get both items actually. The magic carpet that I referred to earlier is also a phantom grab. Yeah, he was really close to getting the heart phantom grab. Yeah, so Green Biker Dude, Green Biker Dad is Green Biker Dude's dad, I think. So on the right side, Mavi doing the blocks again. I was gonna say earlier, again, that those blocks can be a run killer. It's really easy to mess up breaking them, and if you break both of the bottom blocks, you can't get back into that area. You know, it's something that we've all done and will continue to every once in a while accidentally do, I'm sure. Good to see that it didn't happen to either one of these guys. Alright, Geo's on Mandrill. Just flying through these stages. They're both looking pretty clean. Oh, Mavi just got sniped by a by a laser from the dudes on the conveyor belts. Those guys are annoying sometimes. Really good movement on both sides. This mini boss on Mandrill's pretty easy. You hit him with 2 charged tornadoes and then 1 single tornado. in and out of that boss room pretty quickly. And then the rest of the stage is just pretty much platforming. There's one time save here that Geo will likely go for, and he got it. That trick is relatively difficult. Jumping off that ledge and shooting a boomerang at the correct time, and all sorts of D-pad specific movement as well there to get your boomerang to go far enough to get the heart from the top right of that corner. He did it really quick, and you know it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to see what's actually going on because it happens so quick. Mavi on to Mandrill. With, the Mandrill fight is pretty straightforward. You lock him down with ice. You can hit him. You can hit him right before the ice breaks, and then you hit him again when his iframes go away, and it pretty much locks him down completely. And it's it's obviously, as you saw, Geo cleaned him up pretty quick. It's one of the easier fights in the game. The stage is one of the harder stages to optimize, but the fight is pretty straightforward. Let's see, I'm behind in chat. Sorry about that. Rarely see people get arm part blocks first try, and I'm thankful MHX removed them. This is really hard. Yep. Don't understand Spark Mandrill if you're at 1 health. Oh yeah. If Mandrill, if you get caught in Mandrill dashing and punching, he does quite a bit of damage. So if you lock him down and keep him locked down, it's a lot safer. If you mess up your rhythm or your timing with the ice shot, you can take a lot of damage pretty quickly. And on the right side, Mavi just got the heart that I was talking about. Geo getting it in slightly more of an advanced way. An easier way to do it is to use the right wall, like Mavi just did. Geez, it's really hard to keep up with both of these runners. They're both doing a great job. You see Geo hopping up and down on that cart through that hallway. We hop up and down there to actually make it so the birds don't spawn through that hallway. The birds create an enormous amount of lag. And simply by jumping up and down, they don't spawn. And looks like Geo got the optimal Dillo roll. Dillo sometimes can just continue to bounce all over his boss room. I feel like someone told me that they saw him bounce like 32 seconds, which is a long time for Dillo to bounce around. So it was nice to see Geo get the optimal bounce, which is essentially just one bounce, and then he comes out of his shell, and then you can remove his shell with the Mandrill attack. 32 is world record. Yeah. Alright, Geo is on Octopus. This is probably arguably the best water level in any platforming game. You don't lose any speed, and you actually jump a little bit higher, right? Am I imagining that? No, you definitely jump higher and longer. Kind of like float, but you don't lose any of your forward momentum. Which, as you know, if anyone's played any other platforming game, the water levels are generally really slow to simulate your character like swimming. So Geo just went for a quick ship kill and missed grabbing that little ledge, but he backed it up with a charged tornado underneath, which is not really that big of a deal. Didn't lose too much time there. Mavi coming up on Dillo. On the left side, Geo is about to kill something that you can't even see. Optimally you charge a tornado and launch it in a specific spot, and it kills the second snake of the level while he's underground, which is great because they're a pretty annoying enemy, to be honest. And I missed Mavi's complete fight with Dillo. Let's see, how's Octopus treating Geo? Looks like his RNG is going good so far. There are a couple punishing attacks that, or I guess one in particular, that Octopus can do that can really slow you down there, and it looks like he didn't get it at all. It's like a whirlwind thing that you can speed it up by jumping into Octopus's like grasp, his tentacles. He'll grab you and use the flame wave weapon, and it sort of breaks free and ends the attack quicker. But you lose a lot of time even doing it that way. And as you saw at the end of Geo's fight, the screen went black. If you press the start button on the controller at the exact perfect moment, you can do what's called a fade out, and you save several frames. Which, you know, frames is time. Frames is time, and time is money, you know? So really you're saving money and time and frames and pixels and all sorts of things. And it's, you know, it's free to go for. You're not going to lose out if you mess it up, so you might as well. And I say that, but I never, ever go for it. So Geo fighting Green Biker Dad, or GBD for short. Looks like the fight's going okay for the most part. Doing some fun things with the boomerang there. Gotta have fun. Oh yeah, free money. That's right. Yeah, optimally, it's 18 boomerang shots and then 5 dash. Ooh, nice heart grab, Geo. Very nice. If you line yourself up correctly in that area, you can grab the heart with the boomerang without even seeing the platform on the right, which is very clean, very nice. Clean and nice. And again, I completely missed Mavi's Mavi's fight with Octopus, but he's got decent health and he's got decent ammo, so I'm assuming it went okay. Oh, so GBD optimally 18 boomerangs and then 5 dash lemons. That's what you want to see, and it's 18 boomerangs specifically because that gives you enough boomerangs to get Chameleon down to 2 health, which will then allow you to use 1 dash lemon to finish this fight. If you mess up the GBD fight, the Green Biker Dad fight, and you don't have enough boomerangs, it can be very problematic because Chameleon is another Maverick that likes to teleport. Looking good, looking good. And that was a pretty much perfect fight from Geo. I'm trying to count his boomerangs to see where he's at. So it's really easy to shoot the boomerangs too quickly. And it looks like his timing was pretty spot on. That fight was really clean, actually. I was a little worried that he was shooting too quickly, but that probably just means that I shoot him too slowly. But it's really easy to shoot him when he's in his iframes and lose boomerangs. And again, losing boomerangs is a huge problem because of the fight at the end. Geo with a super clean revisit on Penguin. Really clean so far. In this category, we have 2 revisits. The first one is the one Geo is on right now for Penguin. The heart on this stage. It requires you to break one of these igloo things. I don't know what they are. Little huts for these bug things up here. Break it with Fire Wave to get the heart, and then you just escape out of the stage. On the right side, Mavi going through the swamp area. People like to call it a swamp. I personally call it the mudslide because you're just dashing constantly over the mud. If you walk over the mud, it pulls you down in and slows you down, so you need to dash through it. And that's one of my favorite favorite parts of the game. It's just really a lot of fun. If you do it smoothly, you know, really clean, really fun. Looks like Geo went for booty grab, which at this point may be difficult to explain. So if Mavi goes for it, I'll try to explain it. Otherwise, looking at like a clean stage again, clean revisit. Mavi's fight with Chameleon went great. It's still a pretty close game. You know, there's a lot of things that can happen in the Sigma Fortress stages. Lots of tricks, lots of room for error and death. So it's really going to come down to the wire. So Geo here is taking intentional deaths at the end of Dillo stage to meet the requirement for Hadoken to spawn, which is you have to see the end of the stage. What is it, 5 times? Or is it on the 5th time the Hadoken capsule shows up? You know, you think by now I'd probably know stuff like that, but I don't really, you know, it's like you're playing the game, you don't really, I don't know, I don't really pay attention to the really specific details like that. It's sort of just, you sort of just get a flow and you fall into it. Yeah. Yep. So the first visit in Dillo is when you just play the stage normally, and then you take an intentional death at the end of the stage 3 times, and then on the 5th visit it shows up. And if you pay attention to the top right of the screen as he's jumping across the pit at the end, you can see a little health tank or health item, whatever you want to call it. And that's sort of the target. You want to make sure that you see that health, and not only the health, but a little bit of the sky behind it. And that pretty much ensures that it was an actual visit. So if you die without seeing that, it doesn't count as a visit. All of his visits went well, so he's getting the Hadoken now. And I missed to see whether or not Mavi went for booty. Did Mavi go for booty? I sort of explained Phantom Grabs earlier. It's just another Phantom Grab that allows you to grab the sub-tank that's behind the Crusher without actually going to get it. It is complex. Yeah, it's complex. First visit for Mavi. Geo is in the first Sigma stage, going for the Leap of Faith there, getting it really clean. Just squeaking by that platform. If he was even probably a 1/10 of a second slower, he probably would have got trapped under that platform. He barely squeaked by there. Takes intentional damage throughout the stage to get down to 6 health. Same concept as Intro here coming up, because he's going to refight Vile, and you have to be at 6 or less health for Vile to stun you like he did in Intro. So optimizing taking damage in the beginning of the stage to make this fight go quicker. Actually looks like he went he opted to go for a safer strategy. Instead of hitting the start button there, it seemed like the text boxes were going a little bit slower than they normally do. I could be misjudging that, but there's a chance for a soft lock here with the Vile skip where Geo is. Essentially, if you hit the start button in the middle of the dialogue, you can soft lock. So you can avoid that by holding like B and A down instead of using start to skip the dialogue. A little bit slower, but a lot safer. And looks like he got Hadoken on Vile with no issue. Last visit for Mavi on Dillo. He's getting the Hadoken. Honestly, it's still really close. You know, it may look like Geo has a huge lead, but anything can happen in these Fortress stages. Oh, he took some damage on the climb. That's okay. I'm sure he has a sub-tank. Nice. Sub-tank with basically nothing in it. Exactly what you want to see. Nice Hadoken on Kuwanger. Kuwanger can teleport at the beginning of that fight, which can be problematic, obviously. Increases the RNG on the fight significantly. Essentially, there is no RNG if you land the Hadoken. If you don't get the Hadoken off and he teleports, it makes that fight very hectic. Nice. First descent for Spider on for Geo. That's what we like to see. Spider is the bane of my existence. Took me a long time to get good at reading his movement and the patterns and stuff like that. I generally actually say what he's doing out loud, like left, left, right, right. Looking at the green lines between the bars, because that dictates where he's gonna go. And some, RNG, some patterns are better than others. Sometimes he'll just go straight down. He won't even go left and right, which is optimal. Geo flying through the second fortress. Let's see if he gets the Hadoken on Penguin here. Nice, very clean. Yeah, so on Mavi's side, you see the text box sort of showing up. That can happen from time to time. As long as you don't release start and then hit it again, you're fine. The text box can stay there. If you go to the right and talk to Zero and then come back to the left, the text box, or not the text box, the face icon box is still there. It's actually quite comical. He's just sort of hanging out. It's like a poster on the wall. Gotta have some decorations, I guess. Nice Hadoken on Eagle for Geo. Oh, Mavi took some damage too for this climb. See how the rest of it goes. Geo coming up to a boss called Rangda Bangda. Lots of RNG in this boss. Ooh, lucky health pickup for Mavi. That's really, really nice to see. Now he doesn't have to use a sub-tank. What we want to see here on Geo's side is Blue Eyes. Nice. One Blue Eye. And then, ooh, failed the first Hadoken, but got the second one. And that's fine. Kills both eyes before the door is shut. We like to see that. And it looks like he's going to get the one cycle nose, and he got it. Nice. Really good fight. Really good Rangda. Not the most optimal, but that's the way it goes. The best scenario with Rangda is a blue eye or a red eye that moves, and then vice versa. So 2 blue eyes or even 2 red eyes that move. Either way, you want to get 2 Hadokens on those eyes if you can. And it's completely reliant on RNG, unfortunately. Geo's going for Dillo Skip here. He put the sled too close to the door, backed out, and then recharged, and still got it. That's pretty... Oh! But he jumped too soon when he got to the wall, so Dillo actually spawns behind him. And you can see that the miners had blue clothes on instead of, what are they, normally green? So that's that's sort of like a little bug. It doesn't matter. You don't have to fight him. You can just continue on. But obviously it slows you down because the boss spawns and the health fills up and all that. He didn't get the sled in the wall. Looks like Mavi got Penguin, Hadoken. Very clean. Very nice. Geo's going for the Hadoken backup here. And he gets it. Takes a damage from the tongue. Takes some damage from the tongue, but that's okay. Right around the corner is some life. He doesn't have to use a sub tank to fill that up. Oh, opted not to get it. You can use the boomerang to get that life in that little spot above him. He used the charged spark shot to hopefully get a drop off the 2 enemies on the floor below him. Didn't get the drop and chose not to try to go for the health above. Clean mandrill though. See, Mavi's coming up on Rangda. Let's see how his RNG is with the Rangda eyes. Geo is sort of pulling ahead here. Pretty much after the stage that Geo is on, you can basically decide that your run is over. Same RNG again. There was a run earlier where both runners got the same RNG with the eyes and Rangda. He got a blue eye and then a stationary red eye. Did not get the single cycle nose, but that's okay. Pretty straightforward fight. Decently good RNG. Geo making short work of Mammoth there. Can't count the amount of times that I've messed up that Hadoken on Mammoth for absolutely no reason. It's very easy, but I don't know, there's just something about it. You walk a couple steps and turn. There's a couple different ways to do it. And for some reason, it's just easy to mess up. All right, so what's going on here? Geo, it looks like Geo missed Domdoken, which is the quickest way to kill D-Rex there. But he got the backup, which is great. It looked like Mavi did get Dillo skip. He did a little bit of a different strategy. As you saw, he walked towards the door, turned around, dropped the sled, and the sled pushed him through. He did not do the crazy bug that Geo did with the turn the miners blue. And he gets air Hadoken. So air Hadoken is a really sick trick. Basically, you charge an ice sled, and you put it in the wall, jump on the ice sled, do your input for Hadoken, which is quarter circle forward, pause the game, switch to your buster, and then hit your shoot button at the right moment when you come out of the pause screen. Really sick trick. Looks like Geo killed the dog pretty quickly there. And he gets the Jedi. Very nice. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, at this point, Geo's run is essentially over. He's going to switch to Dillo's weapon here, the dome, and finish this fight. Some RNG that you have to deal with these hands, but after playing the game, thousands of times, you sort of know how to deal with the hands. And looks like he's getting some good RNG anyway. Oh, they're messing with him now. Nice. Awesome. Let's get a GG for Geo in chat. Great run. 36-32. Can't complain. Great run. Mavi cleans up Mammoth. Honestly, really close. Really close race. Mavi unfortunately did not get Domdoken here, but he got the backup as well. Excellent RNG. D-Rex can do some things there. He doesn't always come down at an angle like that. He can stay at the top of the screen, move back and forth. It's unfortunately, once again, very RNG heavy if you miss Domdoken. Domdoken is the most optimal way to do that fight. When you miss it, it can be problematic. Looks like we have Geo on deck to join us here in a second, but I think we'll wait for both runners to finish up, and then we can chat with them. The point of the charge shot on the dog there is to knock him back so he doesn't do his dash attack. You knock him back, you dash forward, then you do the Hadoken. He has really short... Oh, he must have failed the input. He decided to back out. He must have failed the input and knew he was going to miss. I think he took the sub-tank a little bit... Oh, boy. Okay. Him not having a sub-tank right now going into the final fight can be problematic because sometimes the claws are very unforgiving. It's stressing me out, so I might be silent during this. I apologize if I am. Oh wow, you just jumped through the energy beams. Energy balls, rather. That was pretty cool. Oh, falls off the claw there. That's okay. Jumps right back up. Looking okay. Staying relatively safe. Couple more hits. I'm sweating. Are you sweating? I'm sure he's sweating. All right, excellent. Perfect. Mavi making me sweat. Let's get a GG for Mavi as well. Honestly, awesome race on both sides. It was definitely hard to keep up with what was going on both sides and explaining all the tricks and everything. So I apologize if I was incoherent at times. I mentioned this is the first time that I've commentated, so hopefully it was okay. Just waiting to see if the runners want to pop into chat. All right, we got Gio. Hey, man.
Hello.
How you feeling?
Feeling that Sig 3 was something.
Dude, when you spawned Dillo, it's pretty funny, honestly.
When I spawned Dillo, I just laughed and I was like, all right, this is a good opportunity to show what happens.
Yeah, no, exactly. With the, it changes the shirts of the miners. They wanna look dressed up for Dillo, making an appearance outside of the boss room.
Yeah.
No, it was great. I mean, 36-32, you can't really complain about that, man. It was a great run. Lots of clean movement. Really nice.
Yeah, thank you. I was kind of nervous. Then once I missed carpet, I was like, all right, it's just gaming now.
Yeah. Yep. You actually, you were neck and neck for quite a while.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Mavi.
Geo-based gaming.
Yep. How you feeling, Mavi? How'd you feel that your run went?
I thought I played okay. I was a bit, not gonna lie, I was a bit embarrassed to dying on the first boss. I could not contain my laughter. I was literally howling. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, yeah, he died on Penguin. Yep. I was like, no.
It's pretty easy to die on Penguin.
Yeah. Yep.
But this is my first speed gaming event, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yep. Glad you had fun.
And,
I certainly did. Yep, for sure. I mean, and you both looked really clean. And obviously, you make your mistakes. You as long as you don't give up, just keep flying. You guys both looked really good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's been quite the run. So.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure how to finish this.
Well,
thanks everybody.
Thanks everyone that was watching. It was greatly appreciated.
Yeah, thanks chat. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the.
Please, everyone, check out Vortius for doing the excellent job on commentary. Gonna have to watch the replay so I can actually review that. But and also Geo Plays Gaming, very good runner. And if you want to see some scuffed runs from me, you can follow me as well.
Yeah, absolutely follow these guys. They're both really good runners. If you're interested in Mega Man, honestly, speedrunning, honestly, the best way, in my opinion, to even get your feet wet is to start watching runners. Everything might be confusing at first because there's a lot of stuff happening. Don't feel afraid to ask questions. The community is always willing to help new runners and everything. So. Now I'm just rambling. All right. Good game,
Fantastic.
Guys. Good game, guys.
Yeah.
Catch you later, everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Commentary board is. See ya.